Power on. Bluetooth mode. The Bluetooth device. The Bluetooth is connected successfully.
Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Nityananda, 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 Nitai Gora Chandra, Nitai Gora Chandra, Goranga, 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 Gora Chandra, 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 Nityananda, 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 Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Goranga, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Sri Krishna. Ah, 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 ah. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Krishna, Radha Radha Radhe. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Krishna 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 Krishna, Krishna 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 Krishna, Radhe 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 Radhe, Radha 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 Radha, Radha Rani Radha Rani Radha Rani, Radha Rani Radha Rani Radha Rani, Radha Rani Radha Rani, Radha Radha Radha, Radha Radha Radha. Radha Radha Radha, Radha Radha Radha, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Krishna 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 Krishna, Krishna 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 Krishna, Krishna 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Krishna, Krishna 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 Krishna, Hare 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 Hare, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Radha 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 Radha, Gopi 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 Gopi, Gopi 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 Gopi, Gopi Radhe, Gopi Radhe Radhe, Gopi 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 Gopi, Radhe 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 Radhe. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Ram Ram Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna 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 Krishna, Hare 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 Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Hare Krishna,
Krishna 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 Hare Hare Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Here's the link Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna. All right.
Krishna, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Lalita, welcome. Thank you for coming. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna, oh, Krishna, 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 Krishna. Ah, ah. Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Ah. Krishna, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram. Hare Krishna. Hey Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hari Hari, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Ram, Ram, Hari Hari. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hare Ram, Ram, Hari Hari, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hare Ram, Ram, Hari Hari, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hare Ram, Ram, Hari Hari, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hare Rama, Rama, Hari Hari, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hari Hari, Hare Rama, Rama, Hari Hari, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hari Hari, Hare Rama, Rama, Hari Hari, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hari Hari, Hare Ram, Hari Hari, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hari Hari, Hare Rama, Rama, Hari Hari, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hari Hari, Hare Ram, Hari Hari, Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, 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 So Rajiv, why don't you come up? What about you, Shama Sundari? How about Fani? How about you? A lot of you guys. What the fuck are you doing, man? Come on, participate. Participate. Are you part of this program or what? Can you at least do that? Get the fuck up here, man. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Let's see what happens. Let's see if we have good results or bad results today from this outburst. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, 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 Krishna. If you have an excuse, you can write it down. That's your doctor's note. Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. What about you, Francis? Yeah. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Yeah, you know what it is? They're just bots. I didn't know. Oh, that's what it is. You guys are just bots. AI. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Francis is sleeping. Worked all night. Okay. That's one doctor's note. Okay, no problem. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. O shelter of Vrindavan, O auspiciousness of Vrindavan, O Lord, whose nectar glances are drunk by the people of Vrindavan. O Lord, as you enter Vrindavan, you come with the cows and boys to a place where all can see you. Yeah. Yeah, you know, Maya and Yoga Maya is basically all you have to do is reverse the process, to the right thing. Maya is always Maya is always coming to a place where she can be seen, and a lot of that is nowadays social media. Social media is where a lot of is where she comes to a place where she can be seen, very easily be seen. See, so the Lord also comes to a place where he could be seen by the residents of Vrindavan. See, that's the idea because, you know, if we don't see the Lord, we don't get purified. If we don't see the Lord, we don't get liberated. I mean, the Lord being his transcendental manifestation. If we don't see that, we stay in the cycle of birth and death. We must see that. That's why the Lord comes here to show himself. See, he didn't just come to Vrindavan where just his devotees could see him. He came to as Lord Chaitanya so that the world could see him. See? Otherwise, there's no progress really. Not really. What material progress? That's finished at the end of life. That's the illusion. The illusion is that we're getting somewhere in this world. We're getting nowhere. And actually, you're getting somewhere. Basically, if this is all you have is the world, you're getting more and more entangled in it. So you're getting somewhere, more and more entrapped by it. See? That's why coming regularly to Sadhu Sangha here, we're getting more and more free of it because you're coming to a place where Krishna can be seen. Krishna's transcendental potency. Where else can you see this? You can't go to ISKCON and see this, not this level. You can go and see the deity, the name of the deity, the body of the deity. But if you don't, your transcendental feeling is not awakened. You're seeing but not seen. You can go to these gurus, their love of God is not awakened. I haven't met one yet. Their pure love of Krishna, their prema bhakti. Oh, that's so high. Yeah, it's so high, but that must be done. That must happen. Otherwise, you're not liberated. I don't care. You have a big title in front of your name. You look at the title. Wow, I got a big title. You know, that's all you got is a big title. You got a lot of followers. Wow, the prestige. See, false prestige of a lot of followers. Yeah, but you're not seeing Krishna. They're not seeing Krishna. The blind lead the blind. You can't preach conclusive truth because you're not an example of the mercy of the Lord. The mercy, an example of Gita 10:10, worshiping the Lord with loving ecstasy. And how does that show up practically? There's a practicality to this. You pick up your bead bag or your microphone and you sing the names of God and spontaneous love and prema awaken in your heart. They're saved, man. You prove it. You show the world that you're saved and nobody understands because nobody's taught this. Your gurus don't teach this. They don't teach the value of prema bhakti. Well, that's so high. Why don't you wait many lifetimes before you hear that subject matter? Or you can just talk about Shuddha Bhakti, Shuddha Bhakti, Shuddha, but there's no heart awakened of Shuddha Bhakti. Okay? The most valuable thing in the world, the most valuable treasure in the world is to have your affection and attraction for the transcendental name of God awakened. Lord Chaitanya taught there is no other feasible way of liberation, of salvation in this age of Kali other than the chanting of the holy name. Okay? Without the obstacle of the offenses. See? You need to be forgiven. Offenses again. We're incarcerated. We're in jail here. Where are we going to get our pardon? See? We need a pardon. See, otherwise we stay in jail because our jail is our affection for the world, our affection for our children. Full affection. I mean, not the detached affection in knowledge that these kids come through you. If they become a devotee, wonderful. If not, c'est la vie. You've had so many mundane persons coming through you. And if they're not interested in devotion, okay, well, go your merry way. Yeah, yeah. See, you want that is that terrible to have that kind of detachment? Well, you want to be bound by people that are in Maya and illusion? I don't. I like freedom, man. Best thing in my life, I got free of my ex-wife's affection for her, because her affection was not on the real Krishna. It was on false egos of these false gurus. See? That was my freedom, freedom from having affection for those who don't have affection for the real Krishna. That was my freedom. That's why I can chant like I do. That was a hindrance. Oh, it was fine when we were on the same path and worshiping in the same way. It's no problem. But as soon as falling into the Maya and stopped believing in our guru, then it was time to be. Yeah. You have to, I mean, thank you, Lord, for putting that challenge in my life. Because, I mean, what is more important to you? I mean, Vrindavan is like that. I mean, if you go together to Vrindavan, it's beautiful, right? It was beautiful. I like being married and everything. But as soon as the godbrother thing, the uh, going to the godbrothers and not to the staying with the pure, no, no, that's not going to work. No, no. Freedom is in the true Lord. In the true Lord is the transcendental Lord. Bondage is in the obstacles, even the subtle ones that hide the real Vrindavan. You got to get through those reflections of Vrindavan, the false representatives. Otherwise, you don't get into Vrindavan. That's why people come here, and if you develop faith in this preaching and this ecstasy and this way of worship sincerely, then you become ecstatic, and your transcendental happiness will increase forever. Otherwise, you follow the path, like what's his name? Fernando was preaching, and of course, Johann comes up because he always goes to the persons to test them. In other words, he blocked us, right? Most of us, because he can't affect, but he goes to ones to give him a test. It's a great test, it's a good test. But he's following the path of Ramachandra Puri. See, Ramachandra Puri wanted to instruct his guru, right? He also wants to instruct his guru. Ramachandra Puri didn't have faith in his guru's position. He didn't think he was qualified because he was crying for Krishna. Johann doesn't think Gohari is qualified because he doesn't have the same ideas as he does. See, because his ideas are better. See, that was Ramachandra Puri. And so in the story, Ramachandra Puri went on to be a fault finder of Vaishnavas. Isn't that funny? He fits right in there. Fault finder of real Vaishnavas. He went into Lord Chaitanya's pastimes. Okay? So you see how practical this stuff is? We get our modern day examples. He went into Lord Chaitanya's pastimes. He went where Lord Chaitanya's devotees were. He couldn't recognize one of them. Just like Johann can't recognize the glories of the devotees here. He criticizes them. He goes against them. See? That's the path of Ramachandra Puri. Who has the stronger realization? A person caught up in the obstacle or a person free of the obstacle that comments on them to help people understand these things? Why are they in the book? Oh, just so that we read the pastimes that happened 550 years ago and can't see them here now? Is that really it? Or is this it? To see how they relate and they're relevant to the progress of Vaishnavas, especially him. He's caught up in it, man. So anybody listening to this, you choose what is the stronger argument? Who has got the clearer picture of the situation? Is it him or is it Goharidas? That's why I had to come to really believe in this worship, because this worship to me, these are great ideas. These are great. It's like a great take on the absolute truth that I couldn't see Narayan Raj give me, the Radhakund Babajis give me, and those who go to him, like my ex-wife or Johann. He doesn't understand these things. And when I left Lord Chaitanya for Jesus, even, I lost that take. When I left it for Narayan Maharaj, I lost this take. When I left it for the ISKCON gurus, I lost it. I had it from the beginning. It's like when you have a jewel and you drop it, you got to pick it up again, right? So I picked it up. That's how rare this bhakti is. See, Prabhupada came at a certain point to say, okay, now you pretty much got it. A few more tests going to come. But you got to get really clear about what is this prema is a jewel. This is the pearl of great price. You think it's going to be so easy to see or even to believe in when you got it? With all these people doing, no, the Johans, no, that's not real. Well, you want to be with a guy like that? Who the fuck wants to be with a guy like that? Who wants that guy as a guru? Could you imagine? You have a guy like that, fucking pansy guy who hides in the cupboards. He comes here, gets a little energy. Now he thinks he's Superman. What do you think, Bonnie? I get a little bit wild today. So, whatever I'm doing, I'm going to do more of it because fuck, man, this chanting gets better. That's all I know, man. Give us a word there, Bonnie.
He's working for you. He's working for us. He's doing. I really feel that he's employed now.
Finally got some service out of the guy. You know?
Yes. So I noticed your comments, yours and Lalita's comments on Fernando's last video, and I couldn't see his. Then I realized he blocked me as well.
He blocked. I couldn't see either, but I saw. Then Fernando just said what he was saying. So we got it now.
Yeah. So, but it's clear. It's like he got a job now. He got a role to play, and he's living it out. He has to live it out fully, and then come to grips with it and get over it if he can.
If he can, yeah.
That's his chance. But he's employed. Previously, he thought he is the guru, and now he knows he's not. Well, he has to come to grips that he is not in front of this. He's not. His position is fake. But he also serves a dual purpose that he tries to go to sort of the ones who are malleable. Still, the faith is malleable.
Yeah.
Goes to them and tries to fart. So fart and see, do you like the smell of my farts? Slowly. That's what he did with us when he was here. Well, we couldn't name it. We couldn't name it. We saw, so what is this? But we couldn't name it. But yeah, so I think it'll become clear for those whose faith is still weak and malleable, having both purposes. It's for them to grow out of that weakness, and it's for him to clean out of that dirt that he has.
Yeah.
So both.
Actually, he's getting a better shot at this than Ramachandra Puri. See, nobody really preached to him. It's just in the book, and you have to figure it out. So they just let him go. They didn't, even though it's in the book, it says, they were miserable being around that guy because he came into Jagannath Puri and he was criticizing everybody. He was looking for faults. He couldn't see the transcendental qualities of the devotees of Lord Chaitanya, just like Johan. He can't see the transcendental qualities here. He'll block Lalitas and all that because he thinks he's more advanced. See, he's more purified and that he knows the right picture. So that's his prison. See, so we're preaching about it. This is like, a second chance for people that are in that state. Because I'm preaching about, I've been ordered and to do this, and I would love to do this. I love to make it clear. Even though people think I'm the fault finder, they think, "Oh, you're finding fault. What's wrong with?" Well, no, I'm here to teach about the pastimes of Lord Chaitanya and what meaning they have for us to find Vrindavan. See, if you're Bhagavad Gita 10:10, worshiping the Lord with loving ecstasy, which is prema, then you got the right understanding. The Lord gives me this understanding because of this way of worship. Now I'm clear about that. I'm here to preach that clarity. And if anybody wants to challenge these conceptions, even Johan, you come up here. I like to sharpen. Uh-oh. Let's see if it comes back. Are we back? Yeah. So
Yes.
so it's teachings. That's all. It's good. It's healthy. Yeah. Yeah. Even
Yeah, I like the fact. I like the fact that in Krishna Lila, the wives of the Brahmins got it, but the Brahmins themselves didn't. We don't know what happened to them. And they felt ashamed, but nothing is said after.
there
I
is
don't think
something.
so. But
There
here,
is something said.
uh,
Yeah. It said.
yeah. So
Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead. You can finish.
yeah, so I feel like, even those roles which were like, Tom the Doubter, or even the wives of the Brahmins, what happened to them? I mean, we can finish that. Those roles doesn't have to be exactly like in those pastimes. They can evolve into actually coming into the pastime, favorably. um, so this guy, I mean, Ramachandra Puri, like you're saying, he probably was detested by devotees, but it doesn't have to end that way in this
Yeah.
in this case, at this time, right? With this.
Yeah. The reason why it ended that way is because they kept their mouth shut. If you read the pastime, they were just miserable. And Ramachandra Puri was never chastised because they were following the etiquettes. And so he left Jagannath Puri unchanged because nobody said anything. It's just like if there's no divine intervention in our preaching here, what we doing, then everything just goes on as usual. It just, people make very slow advancement and takes many lifetimes, especially with the preaching of these gurus who teach many lifetimes. They don't teach the real path of Lord Chaitanya. Anyway, I was ordered to teach the real mercy of Lord Chaitanya and distribute that to those who are believers, who become believers and faithful in that. Yeah. Yeah. And so we're preaching about these things, and so people remember that saying, those who understand history are not doomed to repeat it. So if you understand the historical pastimes and purpose of those pastimes, which is teaching, then you don't have to go that route, or you can come out of that position. So it just depends. Usually people have to run it out and they have to become desperate. It's like, what it is people are like alcoholics in the world. They're drunk on the rasas, the material rasas, like to be important, to be more important than guru even. He's drunk on that ras. His idea is to be, my ideas, my speculations are better, superior. See, this is a kind of a taste, but it causes an intoxication. See?
And on that
And so, yeah, go ahead.
yeah, and on that very, very same tip, you've given us the eyes to see these things from a very funny perspective, a compassionate perspective. I've got a friend who's a recovering cocaine addict, and he's praising Osho, and I can see the comedy, as I'm sure you can. So I joked with him. I said, "What, have you chanted your 16 rounds of Coca-Cola?" I'm trying to help him, but there's no room. There's no room in him. And people can say what they want, Gaur Hari Das, but you awaken devotion. You was doing this lila when Prabhupada came. You was doing it anyway, but the confirmation came. I saw Prabhupada in a lucid dream half an hour after being with you for the first day, second day. Prabhupada was beaming all over his face, man, and confirmation. The lila, Chaitanya Lila, Krishna Lila, Ramachandra Lila, Jesus Lila, is that devotees have these lucid dreams. You're bona fide at the yin and they can say what they want. I see that these people are just intoxicated on like you say, pride, academic, but it's so funny. You're chanting Coca-Cola, you're chanting Coca-Cola, which used to be a derivative of cocaine, and you can't see that perspective. He can't see that. I want to help him, but there's no room for him to hear. But I'm trying to write something. I'm writing something. So from a wide perspective, a compassionate perspective, he's in Narcotics Anonymous, and that's another thing. As I always share, the second syllable of Krishna, you know. Anyway, but you are the one doing this. I wouldn't have got this. None of us would have got this. You know, I'd listened, I'd done my research. I'd researched Osho, Eckhart Tolle, Radhanath. I researched them. I listened to them. They didn't ignite me. You were acting in the unseen. I know that in my heart. When I was in Stockholm, Sweden, same time in the south of Sweden, you was acting in the unseen in my life, and actually even in my wife's life of the time. She had an amazing darshan of Shiva. She felt that trembling of the earth from chanting Shiva mantra. But I attribute it to you, you know, what you were doing in Stockholm, your bhajans. You've been doing this in the unseen. That was in the unseen. It's amazing. So you're the Leela, man. You're the Leela. When a devotee of your caliber is here, the Leela effects. We have these lucid dreams. I tell you, people, devotees out there, Prabhupada was beaming all over his face half an hour after your class in that dream. He was smiling, man. He was like a grandfather. I felt that grandfather. I felt that family connection. And that was right that he was on an asan. I was on the ground. When he came to you, side by side on 2 asanas. And I'm happy with that, man. I don't want to be guru. I'm grateful, Guru Haridas. I've got houses. The people around me are becoming affected. They're also got to actually step back and say, something's going on. And they're, you know, it's, and I can relate to what
people don't.
I just say, yeah.
Go ahead.
I've heard you share, you don't get any ras from people praising you. And a friend came here, been saving all these questions, 3 hours was sharing and answering these questions. She said, you nailed it. And I was thinking, there's no ras. I don't feel any ras, you know. So I told her, you know, what you always say, I understand. Because it's the taste of relishing Krishna, which is increasing. Honestly, the last few days, weeks, it's increasing. I'm done anyway.
Yeah, that's what it's about. Yeah. No, that's being guru. Being guru is relishing bhakti. That's the best example in teaching. Whoever does that is guru. I mean, you know, that's you're showing. I mean, it's always about following. I'm following. We're all followers, you know. But the external position of like being like an acharya or the head of the disciplic line, because something needs to. The Lord just works like that. But we're all in that sense by our example. I mean, you know, by being a disciple in our line here, you know, that's the teaching, man. You know, if that's why you got what you get, and that's why others will get what they get, basically. And what you got is what I got. That's the lineage goes like that. Those who go, Jesus said, this is the Guru Tattva. I am the door. I'll always be the door. And you went in the door, and those who go in the door become the shepherd of the sheep. And that's, you preach that. You preach the right conception. Whatever the Lord, it may use you as a guru, and then people come to you as the figurehead, but you'll have the right idea. It's always the same idea. See? People lost it that go to Jesus. Usually they just go directly to Jesus and or to Prabhupada after they disappeared, and that's okay. It's okay, because what are you going to do if you don't have a Prabhupada or a Jesus? And you got to do something, right? So you go to the book and you go to their purports or whatever they left, and you do. But ultimately, you could see the value if you're not on that level of prema, and people, the Maya, the people serving the Maya are confusing you. Could you imagine you don't have this, and then the Johans come up and they try to, bewilder you and confuse you, and you need this kind of help. This is first, you see, the helper is outside and inside. The real helper, well, actually, you could say everything can help you, but ultimately, you need the Ra, the one where they awaken it in you, or they nourish it in you if it's been awakened from a previous, and and so that you can get a footing on that, so that you help from outside, and then the inner helper comes. That's was the purpose of Jesus, to awaken the inner helper in them, so that they could be like he had the inner helper. So people now, they go to these Pharisee-like teachers, which are in like in ISKCONs and all these other things. Their helper, their super soul, the Lord within, is not in communication very well with those persons. They don't know that pure communication. To be awakened, they need to come into the Shiksha. Most of Prabhupada's disciples didn't get it because he wasn't preaching. He was just kind of gathering a lot of fish in the barrel for us now. If the fish in the barrel, they stay in the barrel, we take some out, take the scales off, so they're not, so they don't smell. What do you think, Lalita?
Not so much. I'm enjoying your class. I'm enjoying the vibrations, every word that you're saying, Guru Maharaj. Yeah, I'm also full of gratefulness. Of course, there is no experience actually that can compare to what you have given me. This daily process of purification and growing up and diving deeper inside of the Lord. This is a wonderful life. And yeah, when I see devotees who left here, what stays with them, it's just a little bit of a shadow, and it's so sad. Actually, I'm sad for it, because I wish I could bring Johan back. Actually, I really wish that he was ecstatic. He was really ecstatic. I never doubted about his ecstasy, but I also saw after a while the need. Oh, what is that? The name? The weeds were growing over it, and he started to think differently, and you could see it wasn't clear anymore. So he didn't go through that purification. So it stops at certain. He stays at the level, and then you see when, and it's not only with him, you see that with others as well. When they don't drink that wine anymore, they don't get intoxicated, they can't think high anymore, and it becomes a Vaidhi preaching. It's very low. What do they actually have to? Why do they go live? I wonder, why are you going live? What do you have to share? There are more devotees that I see going live, Vaidhi Bhaktas, that I wonder, but what is your goal actually? What do you want to give to people? You don't give anything. You don't make them more happy. You don't share a vibration or a real new message, That's why I go live for this New Testament. Actually.
Yeah, in Chaitanya Charitamrita, talks about the Bhakti Lata Bij. So if you get it, you have to be careful about how you water it. If there are the Guru Aparad and Vaishnava Aparad offense is when you feed that weed of name and fame, of thinking that you are more important, and not willing to go through the purification. That weed is being fed by the ecstasy that you get here. They call that para. That's not the true thing yet. It's you're getting the rays from coming.
Okay.
That's why he used to like to come to get the rays. But
That's a
the rays,
start.
he starts to feed the weeds.
Mhm.
Yeah, and feed the weeds, and the weeds, and then the person's, well, I don't, purification, that's not it. Yeah, I don't know. I have different idea. In other words, he's holding that, and he says this is real bhakti. That's what he's saying. He said his idea is the real bhakti. It's the real conception, but that's a weed, and he doesn't recognize it. So what are you going to do? You know, that was like Ramachandra Puri. Same thing. You know, he was cultivating weeds in association with his guru's ecstasy. And it was a kind of a liberation. It says liberation weed, you know, where he just wanted to take the energy for it to be liberated, not to serve, to be a servant of Guru and Krishna and the Vaishnavas. They actually just want to be liberated, you know, and to be like God and have their ideas on top of everybody else's. See, so that's the thing, is it's they're just not ready for the purification. And it gets them all like that. They're all those who leave like that. You know, they're always like that. They can't abandon their opinions. You know, they just can't go through the purification. They don't comprehend that. Just they're too identified with these ideas, intoxicated by them, actually. So they take this energy because they know there's energy here, but then they feed the weeds, and the weeds grow, and the aparad, see, they go against Guru and the Vaishnavas, and that's where you snap the creeper. See, that's the teaching. Literally, that's the worst. It's not like you're attached to like sense gratification or something. That can be dealt with. But when you do Vaishnava and Guru Aparad, that's the worst, because it snaps your connection with the devotees here. That's why you see he doesn't feel related. He doesn't feel the relation. He doesn't think that's any big deal. So now it's more about, well, let me be on top of what's going on here. Let me be the leader. Let me see who I can take down. You know, whose faith I can mess with. And so it's so funny. It's all in the book. It's all in Lord Chaitanya's teachings, things that happen on this path. But, you know, when you're so blinded by your attachments to this intoxicating things here, the weeds, you cannot understand what I'm saying. Isn't it amazing? Presenting it very logically according to the book, everything, but can't understand nothing. That's being drunk on the material energies. You're intoxicated, just like a drunk person. You can't communicate to them. Salted bread. What do you got for us today? Any news?
Gurudev, your classes in the morning, what I heard in the midnight, was so refreshing, Gurudev. Nobody can give that such kind of example when you have one-way communication. It's like masturbating. You're just masturbating like that. Nobody can give you that example, Gurudev. Only you have that boldness to explain. And you know what, Gurudev? This Kali Yuga, people are mad, Gurudev. Youngsters. You don't give this kind of example, they cannot understand. If you give them a philosophical way, they'll not, because this the present generation is mad, Gurudev. They cannot understand. They are absolutely mundane, very misguided missiles. They are absolutely mad. And when you give this kind of fantastic examples, not of 500 years back or 5,000 years back, the present age Kali Yuga, which is very dirty. If these examples are given, it goes in head, and they can understand. And I have again understood, Gurudev,
Appropriate.
because yeah, it's just like one-way communication. She's not loving you, and you're just masturbating, and then you think it's a one-way communication. Fantastic, Gurudev. It just opens the mind, Gurudev. Absolutely fantastic.
It's like looking at those dirty magazines while you're alone, trying to be ecstatic. That's what these guys are doing.
Exactly.
They're looking at their fantasies about Radha and Krishna. the real thing, and then they preach this stuff.
Amazing, Gurudev. Amazing.
Yeah, yeah. Just like there's when a person is doing that alone, there's no real love there. See, there's no real love between that man and the woman. That's supposed to be a leading love. So if you're alive, so they do this with God. It's the same thing. Love there. So they're not really in touch. See? Yes, really. These examples, Kali Yuga, aren't they? Really, people can relate to this.
At least the Vaidhi Bhaktis can relate, Gurudev, because what they're doing right now, because nobody's there to wake them and shake them, everybody's like, sleeping in illusion. They are doing one of the fantastic thing. They are like, very exalted devotees. Somebody should come and give this kind of, bang their head something, with nonsense, and then, they'll wake up, Gurudev, absolutely. And I don't know, Gurudev, somebody should, I'm trying to catch up your punchlines, and probably we can make a book out of it, I don't know if somebody's doing it. The punchline of you is fantastic. We can sell it like hotcakes, Gurudev.
Yeah, I know. I know those are like what do they call it? Aphorism or something. Yeah. And there's so many lines, so many in all the classes. Somebody just can go around and just take these things, these little points,
Yes, Gurudev,
and put them in a book. Yeah, they should actually. Somebody should do that eventually. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty easy to do now.
we'll collect it, Gurudev. I'll collect it, whatever, because every devotee knows that punchlines. Probably everybody can share it and put down. And in India, printing is good, Gurudev. It's cheap. I printed earlier books also. Salted Bread book was a book which I printed for all over the world. So I'll take this responsibility, but I need to get more content, and then I can just print it out, Gurudev, in India.
Yeah, they're all in the videos. You just go over the videos.
I'll
They're
collect it
all
from
on
the
YouTube.
devotees also, Gurudev. Yes.
Thousands. Yeah, practically every class has some new thing, and yeah. So anyway, whoever does it would be great. It'd be a nice thing to do. They're all hot off the press, I'm amazed. I can never figure these things. They just come, drop down. Sometimes I feel a little tribulation. Should I say this thing? Yeah.
You should say, Gurudev. Now you're losing that punchline also. You should tell a lot of balls and all those things. Because if you tell like this ball, fuck you, devotees like me will like it awaken, they'll come, Gurudev. Genuine devotees will come. You should use it, Gurudev,
Okay.
again and again. It's fantastic, Gurudev, yes.
Yeah, well, if they come, yeah.
I think so.
Got something
even
to say, Tom? Thank you there.
Yeah.
Go
Gurudev,
ahead.
Andromeda and me, I think so we heard those punchlines and came down to this class. We heard that F word and those strong words. That's the reason even Andromeda and me had to come down here to hear it. There's something different here. This devotee is different, and we got it, Gurudev. Exactly. Tuck karke we got it.
Yeah, good. Okay, great. Tom, what do you got for us?
Yes, thank you, Hare Krishna. I'm already on it, Salted Bread. I invested many hours, so I like to cooperate with you. Hare Krishna.
Oh, good.
Whoa.
Awesome, Tom. Amazing.
Yeah, good. All right, maybe I'll read a verse here. Because of your birth, created a birth of happiness. Boy, I like to see that's another conclusive thing. Because of your birth, this is, if you can relate to that, if you have that birth of Krishna inside you, the birth of a Krishna, when he's born in you, you feel the awakening of devotion. Just like a baby. When a baby is born, this is what I heard. I never had a baby. So, but I heard, on TV, watch movies. As soon as the baby is born, love is born for that baby. Some people, they want to give up that baby before. As soon as it's born, they fall in love with it. Right there. Is that true there, Lalita?
It is truth, and there is also something else. You're living on a pink cloud. You're living in a kind of an ecstasy when your baby is born.
Yeah, you see,
Yeah.
that's the happiness, and so when Krishna appears also as born in us, that's that born again experience. Actually, Krishna is born in us, and that love is born simultaneously. See, so the truth is born, you could say, is born in us, and so the usually it's born in you. Not you. If you read the scriptures, sometimes it's because the scripture is also Krishna, but when those scriptures are spoken by a devotee Bhagavat, then that, and you listen attentively and you're open and become a little faithful, then Krishna can be awakened in you that way. And then your love for that word, see, that love for that word, that's Krishna. Then you realize the scriptures are God, and that's even Christians who get some awakening with the scriptures, they're attached to the scriptures. Yeah, I met a lady once in what was it? Was a good example of this in Starbucks. She was lit there for hours. She would just drink the Bible, the verses in the Bible, because she loved those verses. They gave her life. See, this is why people see these verses are about a pure devotee. See, and this gives life to the world. This is how important. That's why you see people remember Jesus, but what Pharisees do you remember? You see, this is the thing. No, because their word doesn't give life to the world. That's why Prabhupada, even though he didn't preach about it so much, but it's in his books, and you can feel verse. It also is like he puts his understanding in there. See, and if it can awaken that birth of that of Krishna, God in you, see, because of the word, born of the word, that love is, that attachment is for that word is born in you. That means it's attached to God. Okay? But you see, a lot of people, they study intellectually the scriptures. That's where basically ISKCON and Gaudis, they're intellectually memorizing things, and they don't even think it's about this attachment or this love. They're attached to their being something that, it's all in the mind. It's not here. It's not the real genuine birth. See, that's why they don't come here. They're not attracted. They're attracted to see speculation is not like this. They're attracted to speculation. They're not attracted to having the pure birth, that happiness. See, that's no material motive on that. It's just pure love. Okay? See, these things, this is why the Goswami books are so simple, the verses, but so deep, so conclusive, about this is the way it works. Yeah. And that's what Jesus was talking about. He said, if you don't have this birth, that's the regeneration. You're going to be regenerated. You're going to live again. Otherwise, you're not alive. You're not saved. You're not saved from the illusions in the Maya in this world. We have to have this shelter. See, the shelter of Krishna. See, the what is that shelter? Is it like a physical shelter, like a hill over us, and the material rains? You think that story is about that? You can just build a fucking house and get free from the rain, but there must be something raining down upon us that is more rain, that's more troubling. See, that's the illusion, the Maya, the misconceptions and everything. So Krishna is holding up the pastimes on Govardhan Hill, and ultimately, you know, the best of them are his most intimate ones on the conjugal level. Yeah, so you know, holding that up, that's what saves us. When we discuss Krishna and we chant his names, we're holding Govardhan. He holding Govardhan over us, and we're being protected. That's what we feel. We're not pelted by Maya. You know, that rain are the threefold miseries, man. All living beings are subject to that except those who get the shelter of attachment to Krishna, the birth. You know, then you just always go to the shelter, right? Oh, wait, you know, it's raining down during the day. Oh, it's raining. It's starting to rain there. I'm starting to feel the pelting. I'm starting to be miserable because of this or that, or thinking about this, or people coming up to me and troubling me. Oh, where's the shelter? Oh, there it is. Yes. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Oh, wow. I'm under the shelter. Or you pick up the Transcendental Bhagavad Gita or any book about the glories of life, the Bible even, you know, there's a show. Oh, I feel that. I don't feel miserable because of life in this fucked up world. This world is meant to be fucked up. Yeah. Otherwise, if this was a glorious, happy experience always and everything, we would never give it up. We would say, no, I want to stay down here and eat this crap all the time, you know. Oh, these troubles, I'm used to them. Yeah, birth and death. I've been doing this. I can handle that. But it's miserable, really, and gets more miserable. And you think you're going to get shelter with money? You know, on TikTok, there's this guy who counsels rich people. He said, these rich people, the ones he says, most of them are the most miserable people in the world. He says it's a great business for him because all these rich people, he teaches them about simple things, what a real happiness is. It's so funny, and to get his real happiness that he preaches about you have to have a right craft, you have to have good friends. Friends are your wealth, and you have to have a family. You know, your mother and your father and all that, and then you have to have your family, and you have to have your health and your well-being, your mental, all that stuff. And I was thinking, yeah, it's hard work, man, to get all that fucking thing together. Unless you come into getting, and he gives you a special family, he gives you a service, you know, he gives you happiness, you know, he gives you all these things that last forever. Even when our bodies may disappear, but we'll always be together. It's a vibration thing. And the vibrations of devotee, if we're in the material universe, we'll find each other because there's not that many people that are like this. Have you noticed? They have to be converted to be like this in this world. They have to come into this association to be like this. It's the same when Jesus was here, same thing. That's why, Jesus said, you're going to be with me forever. Because when you're awakened, you're one of the few. There's not like millions of living entities like you and like Jesus. Or even like, look of the millions of Vaishnavas who are like us. They look at us like we're foreigners. You ever go to a foreign country and you don't speak the language and you don't know the culture and all? They look at you like a foreigner. They look at, you guys have to be converted into part of the devotional kingdom. Otherwise, and now you're like more or less like a foreigner, unless people like, they think, well, hey man, maybe we might like your foreign land. It looks pretty good here. Because that's what we're bringing here. We're bringing that, that spirit. Remember the prayer of Jesus, thy will be done on earth. See, as it is in Vrindavan. Vrindavan is a very special place, unique. Hey, we're bringing that here and saying, hey, you want to come in? Our new Vrindavan is here, man. Yeah, you want to come? You want the shelter of Krishna like we have? Come, Hari Kata. We erect a shelter every day. Just like the Christian preachers in America. They go and these guys, they know they go and travel around America and they erect the tents and say, now we got the place of worship, and they get the whole town to come in. That's what we're doing on Facebook Live and YouTube and Twitch and Rumble. You know, this is our tent. Yeah, hey man, you want the shelter of Krishna? We really got it. We got the shelter of Lord Chaitanya. We got his mercy. You can get prema in this life. You can be awakened. Just come. Hey man, tent's open. Turn your camera on. You connect. The best tent around, man. You can sit here in San Cristobal, reach the world. Bring them under the shelter of Krishna. Isn't that, what we're doing? Are you happy there, Fani? Are you happy, Lalita? Spite of your things, it's troublesome, but at least you're fucking saved, right? All right, what else?
Guru Maharaj, I had a question from the time where I think we went off from Johan, discussing the Johan topic. You said something like, when we start watering the weed, right, as opposed to watering the Bhakti Lata Bij. And you said, from that discussion, what I understood, I mean, it's like, when we are coming from the world, we are used to doing this. We are watering the weeds. After all, that's what we do. We are just watering the weeds over and over again. But is the test for us personally that when we grow, we are becoming happy, we get all these experiences, and we become more and more faithful in your word? That must be the yardstick for us to say, the watering of the weeds might still go on, but it's going to eventually die out on its own, right? So we are not purposefully watering the weed, because the watering of the weeds, we are not so conscious. We just come in, we just go out, we do our things. We're not like consciously watering something. That's how I understood the whole discussion. As a as a disciple, how do we measure
like
it?
that.
How do we look at ourselves?
The thing is, if you're not losing affection for the devotees, and you feel progress in your chanting, you feel like, wow, this is getting even better. This is really nice. And so you feel that, and still we might be watering the weeds. I mean, I'm not perfect, man. Maybe it's a weed to keep drinking coffee. I don't fucking know. Maybe, but it's not like it's keeping me from doing sadhu sangha, I don't know, these little things. But the thing is, the thing that keeps you away from progress, spiritual progress, is the danger. Go ahead, Lalita.
Yeah, Guru Maharaj. I don't know if I can express it nicely, but ik prijs mezelf gelukkig, Tom. Hoe zeg je dat in het Engels?
I don't know, sorry.
I'm actually happy that I did not have the knowledge before. So and for me, I have seen that with other devotees, they come with a certain idea. I am a devotee and I know it already. And then they receive the mercy, and that's that little extra, and they just continue like what they were doing before. I will never say that Johan had no ecstasy, because I could feel the vibrations. I could really feel it, and you praised him. You also said that he was ecstatic. But he could be very silly as well. He could act very silly. And then it started to become a mix. Sometimes he made a video making music.
Again, you got a misconception of this ecstasy. This is not. This is reflection.
Let me call it awakening then.
No, it's reflection. It's getting it from the devotees. It's not solid. Yeah.
No,
Don't think,
I know.
otherwise when you say he's yeah, he's
No,
getting
no,
the reflection
I know, I
like,
know,
yeah.
I know.
Yeah, but I mean, you got to get it clear because if you're saying it's almost like, well, he's also a devotee. No, he's getting the para. It's called para attachment. Same thing with that guy. That what's his name? The Arjai.
Okay,
Same
okay.
thing. It's para attached. It's not clean. It's not clear. They're getting the rays, the moon-like rays of the devotees, and they're using that to water the weeds. And then when the weeds grow into, I mean, big weeds, the weeds of actually, I can also do. It's name and fame. It's the most dangerous thing, and it snaps that bhakti creeper. So it's not like he was just no. He's getting the para. You got to get clear about everybody. This is para
I
attack.
know.
He's picking up the moonlight rays of the devotees, sensitive to that. But then he's diverting that water
Mm.
to energize the weeds, and they grow into like trees, big vines, and they choke the bhakti creeper. Instead of destroying the obstacles, he's just watering that,
True.
and it's yeah. See, the same thing happened with Prabhupada's disciples. Even though he didn't preach so much ecstatic thing, they're picking up the rays. And they said, I heard before, some these gurus started to think they were like Prabhupada, and they thought, well, now we can also do. We're gurus. We're ecstatic devotees, and all that. But then it diminished. It just died down. See, so with Johan, what's happening now is you see he's becoming more and more offensive. See, and that's the fall down. But
Because it's challenges.
that's how he's learned. It's like you can't teach an alcoholic to change and to give up the drink until they are really desperate. They got to really fall down into really dark places, and then they'll probably change. And that's his, and a lot of these guys. My ex-wife is the same thing, very stubborn, and they have to just undergo that. But that's, hey, whatever path you got to learn, Yeah. Yeah, so that's the thing. That's the para attachment. They're picking up the moonlight rays and diverting it basically his speculation. He's energizing this thing. He wants to be God. He wants to be like a god. This is a Mayavadi. This is a Mayavadi thing he's got. He wants to be. When you want to be better than Guru, that means you want to be God. It's just how Mayavadi shows up in this world. That's why the Mayavadis kick the Guru away. See, they kick him. Okay, thanks for the awakening. No, I'm like you. I'm God. Um, yeah, so it's like, okay, and now he's the one. So he's not, and actually he's a non-devotee in that sense. Yeah. Mayavadis are non-devotees. Yeah. So, and I use that term because in a sense, everybody's a devotee. When you are attached to the Brahman level and that liberation and salvation thing, see, you're considered a non-devotee, even though you're devoted to that aspect of God. See, but you're not devotional, not devoted to the transcendental form of God. And that's the target. That's the difference. What else? Anything, Lalita?
But he had an awakening, isn't it?
Yeah, well, he's picking up the energy. Yeah,
He
you could.
received
My,
the mercy.
yeah. I mean, yeah. This is a good thing. Let's get this clear. He had an awakening. Wow, fucking Sadhguru had an awakening. Eckhart Tolle had an awakening. So, yeah, you get an awakening of Brahman very easily here, and get off at that. Yeah, you want to be God? No problem. Come here, give it to you like that. He liked that. He was a fucking wimp hiding in a fucking cupboard before that. And now he comes here and gets the awakening. Wow, I'm God. I'm as good as Gauri Das. That's as being as it shows up. That mentality shows up on your relationship with Guru, who represents the Lord in that way. He had an awakening. Yeah, Brahman, BFD. That's no fucking awakening here. Really? It's a piece of shit. Crap. Garbage. Yeah, wanting to be as good as God. Who the I want to serve the Lord, man. I don't want to be. You want to be as good as Guru, and that's the ISKCON guys. He's contaminated with that crap. What these gurus have. They want to be as good as Prabhupada. It's the same fucking bullshit. You call that in a way? Dog shit.
Well, I did not agree with what he was saying. That's a fact.
Of course not. Of course, it's not going to get the right understanding. Doesn't even know Guru Tattva. And what kind of awakening is that? Thanks for the awakening that I'm as good as Guru. Oh, yeah, the fuck yeah. There you go. You're happy with that? Enjoy. That's why he has friends. Christina's like that. Same thing. They're buddies. Cole's like that. They're all fucking like that.
That's the deal breaker. How they deal with you is the deal. Is that shows it. They might say different things. Johan might say different things in the class, but how he dealt with you when you chastised and corrected him, that's the deal breaker, and that's it. It's like that's how they would do with Lord Chaitanya when he was here. That's how Ramchandra, whoever that example was, he did exactly that. So he fits that shoe exactly, that character exactly because of that.
Yeah, I remember when I would chastise him sometimes later on, he would have this attitude. It would be like begrudging, like, yeah, I'll do, and now I know. I was wondering, he looks a little begrudged, about stuff. But now now it's clear. Yeah, he didn't like being chastised. He didn't like that. He was, really, yeah, okay. Yeah, anyway, it is what it is. So people come, they came, they always come. Look, Ramachandra Puri attracted different types of people. And it's always auspicious ultimately because, you came to the devotees. It's like, what does Krishna say? 4 types of individuals come to me. One who is in need of money, one who is distressed, another person is what do you call
inquisitive.
Yeah. And so, let's see, what type does Johan fall into? I don't know. Not sure. Maybe he's not even one of the 4 types. Well, what do you think? What type is he? He might not be one of the 4 types. Maybe the Lord Bhagavad Gita is talking about something else, some other type of person.
Well, material reasons, name and fame is also a material reason. Huh?
They come for money they come for wealth. Yeah, they consider that wealth, maybe. Yeah. Give me some wealth of name and fame. Because people think, they think these things are the real wealth, but it's not. Yeah. Okay, what else we got here?
Gurudev, I have something to show. from one of the
Okay.
maybe from this one of the video got leaked, Gurudev, and there's one Gaudiya Math Maharaj who told that he hidingly, he told his own thing, and that was got recorded. He told the Mahaprabhu's things can be discussed over a coffee and a beer. I do not know why people are not doing, because Mahaprabhu's teaching are something very different. So I would just like to play, Gurudev, if you can hear it.
Absorb your mind in the pastimes of Krishna and Mahaprabhu, where you chant, not looking to try to make the people chanting Hare Krishna while they drink their coffee and drink their beers. But that's a misunderstanding of what is Harinam. Harinam is just an absorption of your mind. Look at Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He was absorbed in Jagannath. He didn't care about what's going on around and the dancing and everything. It was to please Guru and to please Mahaprabhu and to please Lord Jagannath. So now they do Harinam to try to catch the people, make them devotee, but who's coming as a devotee? Maybe 1 in a million, So I think it's a misunderstanding of what is Harinam.
So he said that probably I'll just forward in the group, Gurudev. It's a very nice thing what he said, but he said it secretly and somebody was recording it. So he said, "Are you recording this? My words? Better don't do it." So he said that Mahaprabhu's words can be spoken while you are having anything, Gurudev, either beer or any food items, or he meant like Mahaprabhu's words are very, very rare, and it can actually go in deep in heart. So people are doing wrong thing where Vaidhi Bhakti is happening and all those things. So he tried to say that something like this, but he told it secretly in the
Yeah.
somebody's
What
record.
did he tell? What did he? I don't understand the point. What is the point now?
The point is that what we eat or drink, it's not dependent upon that. So you can eat and drink anything, and then still the Mahaprabhu's words can impregnate in the heart. It's
Oh,
not like yeah. So, but that thing. So that this is what. So I just forward in the other group, and all can hear it, Gurudev.
Well, that's true. Yeah. I mean, that's yeah. So yeah, what's wrong with that?
That's good thing, Gurudev. Somebody's also discussing offline like us.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what he's saying is absolutely true. Yeah. But what if how just depends what he's realized about these things. See, a lot in the Narayan Raj group, they speak a lot of these things, but they don't have the feeling awakened yet, the transcendental feeling. Yeah. So, O Lord, who lives in glorious, splendid, ever new Vraj. See, do you have life of this? Do you feel this ever fresh, ever fresh new Vrindavan? See, it's the mood. See, there's the place where they're living and they experience this because Krishna, they feel Krishna there and everything. Well, we do this by mantra, by sadhu sangha. See the ever fresh Vrindavan here. See, and if you're in any of these groups, is it hackneyed? Are you just kind of going and are you getting you feel the ever freshness? Yeah, see, you have to have devotion to feel that ever freshness. That means you're attached to the spiritual potency. Otherwise, you don't know this ever freshness. It's just it's just intellectual stuff. You're not awakened yet. O Lord, who lives in the glorious, splendid, ever new Vraj. You notice? Isn't that how we live? If we're not in that, we're not living, are we? Isn't that the teaching? Is to live more in that. Because that's gradually we know more and more that that's where the life is. It's in that consciousness, living in that Vrindavan. Good. Otherwise, we're not living. I experience that in the world. When I'm going down the street, I'm just kind of like going down the street, but I'm not really living. But you do Sankirtan, you start to feel the life. See, now we're living in that Vrindavan. See, so we all got room to grow. See, this stuff is very practical. See, yeah. And so we come to Sadhu Sangha I come here daily just to like to communicate. I like to be counseled with God, to enter that council. See, blessed are those who don't sit in the council of the wicked. Well, good people don't help me either much. So I sit in the council of the transcendental. See, so that's sadhu sangha, and it's great. It really works. It's Krishna in that council. Krishna says, "Oh yeah, yeah, get more like this," and then messages come in different ways. Yeah. Yeah. O Lord, who without embarrassment plays and jokes with countless friends in the forest named Vrindavan. Shameless person, huh? See, friends. Otherwise, people are ashamed. They become, offended and ashamed. But see, that's why the Lord wants friends. That's why I like friends like you guys do. I could be myself more. I can joke around, A lot of people, when I joke, generally people get offended. Really, in the world, if I joke around, they take it wrong. It's because it's a false identity. But here, with friends, see, it's the same thing. Father and son, like father, like son.
Some people can get offended, Gurudev, and some people can get liberated with your jokes, Gurudev. They can have the awakening from your jokes.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, I think I want to move around a little bit here. Been here a couple hours. That's good. Anybody else how about you, Andromeda? You want to say a couple of things while we're here? Give us a word.
Hare Krishna. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you good.
We can hear you.
I don't really have any updates. An interesting thing happened the other day, though. I'm feeling more energy in my body, more balance, more. I can move around a little better. Sometimes the energy feels real heavy here because the people I live with. But I'm feeling lighter, and I'm thinking I have to stay centered in this and not like what's the Bible verse? Don't quench the Holy Spirit or something. Because I have a tendency to not want to bother my sister and her husband, if I'm singing loud so I've been feeling like, well, I don't want to quench anything. And I just felt like there was something in the works happening. And then a strange thing happened the other day where both my sister and her husband, they fell, like literally, on the same day at separate times. They fell on their knees. My sister was sitting on the couch and she fell asleep sitting up and leaned forward and fell on her knees. And then I guess her husband was upstairs and tripped on a fan cord. But again, he fell on his knees. And I was thinking, wow, that's strange. Because sometimes when I feel like the energy shifting, I'm thinking, I hope nothing happens to me. I don't want to fall. Because sometimes I feel like the gravity or something is it feels so dense sometimes. I feel like I'm like way down, and I have to be careful of how I'm walking. You ever see these fainting goats? How they have something with their central nervous system, and if when they get scared, all their muscles lock up, and they just like fall over just for a second. It doesn't hurt them, but that's what I feel like sometimes. Like I feel like I freeze up. I guess that's one of the it's either fight or flight or freeze. And I guess my innate reaction is to just freeze and don't move. But I see how that's like, it's like Krishna protecting me. Like, look, just stay right where, like, it's like a paralyzing feeling almost. It's like, look, you're not lazy. There's nothing wrong with you. Just move. You're not supposed to do anything right now. Just sit there and think of me and do what you're doing. Don't get involved. And because if I could move around like a normal person, people would try and get me to volunteer, and I'd have to feel obligated to like participate in a bunch of bull crap. But if I can't move, I can't move, you know? So I guess that's all that's new going
Well, what
on
is this?
here.
You can't move. Don't you move around during the day? Don't you
No, I usually stay in my room.
really? Why? Because
Yeah, I
you don't
don't.
have any mobility? You're not able to.
No, I have mobility. It's just I don't have the desire to do anything other than just stretch, or it's nice here. The weather's not nice now in Michigan,
You don't.
so I could go
You don't
outside.
go for
But it's
walks
like,
or stuff.
no, I don't. Well, I live in Detroit, so it wouldn't be I could just go. I could walk in front of my house, walk around, but I'm not going for a walk down the block. This is a nice block here, but it's like ghetto zone, like a few blocks over. I wouldn't be safe walking around here by myself. There's gunfire and shit going off all the time here. But the block I live on is fairly nice because a lot of older people, like homeowners. But I've been a hermit for so long, I don't really have any desire to do anything. I get all my groceries delivered. I don't have any friends that I want to associate with in like a tactile sense here. And I've been like this for so long. I've been isolated for so long. It doesn't really bother me. And I've been in much worse conditions, and I can just adapt. But yeah, it'd be wonderful if I could just get the fuck out of this house. I just don't want to live here. They both, they took the thing and all the re-ups, and it did something to their brain. People are just, they're, I can't even explain it, but I don't have any desire to associate with anyone, other than somebody who actually wants to know the truth and to know what a personal relationship with God is. I don't like talking to my family. My sister always wants to just talk about bullshit things and speculate, and I can't handle that anymore. Like I said, thank God for my mother that I'm on this fast path and that I've known about what bullshit the world is about since I was born. So I never really got too sucked into that. Even when I was sucked into it, I still knew what the truth was. It just kind of like had to play along with the world to be
Don't
normal.
don't you
But
have
I'm
any job that you
anyway.
like to do, or any work, particular work?
Any
Don't you have
what?
any kind of
No, I have no.
you know,
No, I have no job. I like music. I like singing. I like drawing, being creative, things like that. As soon as I stop slacking and start doing regular live streams, I'm gonna like play my instruments and sing. I had a bunch of instruments that I had to leave at the last place I was renting for stupid reasons, but I have a few here. I have like a little the same thing Govinda does. One of those little kalimbas. I have one of those. I have some cartels. I have a thumb drum or a hand pan or something. I got a little trumpet kind of horn thing.
What other thing?
I love
What other
music. I love singing.
So you're gonna go? You're gonna do some lives with your instruments and stuff?
Yeah, on either on YouTube or Instagram or TikTok. I think I can do all. I think I can live on all three of those now.
Yeah, that's great.
I set it up, and the only one I'm not sure about is YouTube. I think I can go live.
Yeah, you can. The thing on YouTube, you can go live, not on the cell phone unless you have a certain amount of followers. You can do it from a computer.
Yeah, I have 100 followers.
No,
I have like 106 followers
no, you need 1,000 followers.
on the YouTube.
1,000.
Are you sure?
Well, it used to be that way. It
Oh,
used to be. I don't know if they changed it.
I know they have a different format with the lives
Oh,
now
maybe.
for the phone. If you do a vertical live stream, it puts it in it puts it in a different place on the YouTube where it like shows up when people are like doom scrolling, like with the shorts and
Oh, okay.
things. You
Okay,
can,
so you can do it.
yeah, it's got a different format
Okay.
on the
All
YouTube
right, so
live.
you can do it. Great. All right. So yeah, let's see some action. Yeah. Let's
Okay,
when you
okay.
gonna do it? Today? Tomorrow? Next hour? Tomorrow.
Tomorrow, maybe today, maybe
Maybe today.
today.
Okay, great. All right, looking forward to it, man.
Yeah,
Do some get some action here, man.
yeah,
I think that'll give you more life too.
yeah.
You'll feel like
It
more
will, it
participation
will.
and
Because
yeah.
I've been in like the standby mode, you know. Krishna saying, "Hey, I know, like maybe you feel like you're slacking, or other people might see you as lazy or antisocial, but don't worry about all that. You'll know when to
Okay,
move when I put a fire under your
good.
ass."
Good.
Mm,
Excellent. Yeah.
and you got the matches, Gaur Hari
Yeah,
Das. Jai Shri
I
Gaur
like the
Hari Das.
match, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Okay. All right. So have a nice day, everybody, and we'll see you soon. Looking forward to it.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Gurudev.
Hari
Thank you, everybody. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Guru Maharaj.